Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the Hawks Hangout presented by the great folks over at the Basketball Fix, sponsored as always by the legends at Enable U2 and Principal Brewing. Make sure you check out their Hawks Hazy. Go and get your hands on it. It's absolutely delicious at all of our NBL 1 games at the moment. Now, today we've got a little bit different for you guys. We've got two absolute legends in the building. The seasoned Hawks mullet warrior, Dan Grida, and shooter like Luca, blasting like a bazooka, Luca Yates.
I was still not kind of tough. I was elite. I kind of was tough.
What's going on, boys? How are we feeling?
Yeah, good, bro.
Yeah, we're feeling good. We're feeling good. Sorry about the setup. I'm sitting on a cupboard and we found a chair for Luca.
Yeah, I got one chair in my room.
That's why the height is a bit off. But yeah, we've made it work.
Made it work, as always, boys. Now, you're killing it in New Zealand at the moment. You're leading the league in points at the moment. Luke, you're leading the league in rebounds. How's the league over there? How different is it to the NBL league?
Yeah, it's very different. It's a lot of fun. You play against kind of NBL players every week, so there's NBL guys kind of scattered throughout the league, and then obviously also a lot of really good imports, and then lots of great young Kiwis. So there's a good mix of guys around. We kind of know someone on every team, so it's kind of fun to catch up with guys out here and see how everyone's doing. But it's a really good league, and we're having a lot of fun. It's hard. Like, the teams are good. It's not easy out here at all, which we're finding. We've had a bit of an up and down season since we've been here. Hawke's Bay, that is our team, but yeah, we're figuring it out, and having a good time. I've been out here twice already before, so this is Luca's first time. So I don't know if you got any different thoughts on it.
Yeah, no, he said it well. Like, there's you see some familiar faces over here, which is good to see. Going against these teams, they're pretty tough. Some of them have core groups that have been together for a while, so those ones are good games. But yeah, at the moment, it's all good. Loving it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, before we get into the nitty gritty and the things that everyone wants to know about you guys, let's just get a little bit more about you. So first with you, Dan, you're coming into your 7th year in the league. All of those have been with the Hawks. Now, you've seen the rise and fall of the club, and not only that, but yourself as a player through injury as well. How have you managed to not only be resilient through that journey, but being able to stay a positive figure within the team and for the community?
It's been easy. I've always had great teammates around me. Every single year I've been at the Hawks, like all 7 years, I've had awesome teammates, awesome coaches, awesome support staff as well, like the physios and strength coaches, the managers. Like, everyone's been really easy to work with, and that's made it a lot easier for me to just, during the years with my knees and stuff, just focus on that, and they'd help me with everything else. And then the years playing, they've helped me, with everything. So it's been easy. Obviously it's hard mentally and stuff with the injuries and the ups and downs, but this last season's made it all worth it. It was the best few weeks of my life, playing in the playoffs there and winning the thing. So yeah, it's been the journey's been unreal, and yeah, I'm super stoked to be on for another 2 more years. I want to play my whole career in Illawarra. I love it there. So hopefully that can keep going and we can get a few more of these championships before I'm done.
Yeah, absolutely. And Luca, 2nd season in the league for you, mate. Only 1 game last season, but now you're throwing down championship series clinch and dunks. How's the journey from Townsville to now being an NBL champion shaped your mentality?
Yeah, look, it's obviously grateful to be a part of the squad that we had this year. It was a fun group of guys. It was easy to come to work every day. Just, I don't know, just gaining all this experience of other players. Having to go up against Lockie and Froll has been a huge in my development too, because obviously, in my opinion, I think they're the best 2 bigs in the league, and going against that every day has been good for me. And yeah, man, I'm just loving it. Excited to go into my 3rd year. Hopefully can prove something. But yeah, just taking it day at a time, just enjoying the group we have around, and we got them all back again, so it'll be cool.
Yeah, and that was pretty special, like from front office perspective and from a fan perspective. it was like one of the first seasons where we've gone, oh, okay, they're really serious about the team that they've got, because it hasn't been a season where you've seen someone like AC or Justin Simon or someone like that go and sign with a different team. You haven't had like Dewup had a call up to the NBA. Like you've had a solid group of players that they're now starting to set and build around. And it was great that you've all re-signed. Like from a perspective, it was awesome. It goes, okay, going to try and hopefully go for another one, which is, I think, everyone's thoughts at the moment, I think. So, but yeah. Now, getting into all of the crazy stuff, a lot of the viewers, the listeners, even us ourselves, like me as a coach and a player, like obviously behind the scenes, you don't see a lot of these things that go on. But what's been the weirdest pre-game superstition that you've seen in the locker room? Could be yourself, could be another player's teammates. What's the weirdest thing that you've seen go on?
Go on.
Oh, I feel like I do. I feel like I've seen something strange before.
I've had a pretty weird one, and I'm not sure how true it is. Like, I wouldn't like to. I'd like to say don't quote me on this, but Josh Boone, I think, had a real weird one with a packet of lollies, and I think Sam Froling tells it better than I do. But like, he'd go around and offer everyone a lolly, and like you weren't meant to take it. Like if you took it, it like ruined it or something, which is a bit of a setup for disaster, I think. So that's why in my head I'm like, surely that wasn't it. But that's one I've heard, which is quite funny. But yeah, you'd have to check with Josh Boone or Sam Froll about that, I think.
I'll have to hit him up next time I see him at the NBL 1 games, because
No, do it, because he tells it real funny. Yeah.
No, Luca, anything, mate?
Nah, I can't really think of one off the head. I mean, you see everything. These guys try and psych themselves out to get ready for games.
People have everything.
Yeah,
they do it all.
Yeah, I've seen people like shadow box and stuff to get themselves G'd up, which is pretty funny. Shout out to Marshall Wilson who was doing that. But yeah, you see everything.
Now, playing on the big stages, obviously it comes with its challenges and everything. But for both of you, playing in front of that Win Entertainment Centre, especially in that championship series, what's the vibe like as a player? Like a lot of people don't really get that in like social comps and, just local leagues at the pit. What was that actually like, just being there in that crowd?
Nah, it was insane, eh? It was the coolest thing ever. Like we came out and started stretching for game 5, and everyone is just like going ballistic. Like like it was the middle of a game, like, but we were just stretching. Like it was insane. It was really cool. That's like playing in front of big crowds and having a big crowd behind you, I think is the coolest thing like in the whole world. Like I think it's awesome. And that was like those series, the Southeast series and the United series, like I'll never forget like the sound of the crowd like throughout the games and when we won and everything. Like it gives me goosebumps. Like it was awesome. Unbelievable. But it's also funny too, because like you miss a shot and you hear the crowd just like go, ooh, like, like it's not all good, you miss and like you feel a little bit like, damn, I'm letting them down. But they were really cool. And like, the WEC has one of the best crowds in the league. It's not the biggest, but it's the loudest for sure. So yeah, we love the Hawk heads and everything, all the energy and stuff they give us on the court. So hopefully they come back just as big and loud next year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just the passion, like you can just hear the passion and all their voices and stuff, especially that Illawarra chant. Every time you hear that Illawarra chant get going, that gives you that little like kick behind your step. Like you can literally from the bottom, you can feel everything shake. Like you can feel the stadium rumbling, and it's just those are the games that's why you play basketball, for those exact games where everyone's coming out to watch. And just a good environment. I think it just set the vibe for the whole, especially that game. It just set the vibe for how we were going to come out.
Yeah, absolutely. And that vibe, like that has kept going, as you said, Dan. Like goosebumps. We still watch the video on repeat. I'm still constantly going through videos and all the rest of it. I've got one where Zook throws down his dunk right at the end, and everyone around me is going absolutely crazy. Like there was, I think, maybe 2 minutes left. Tyler's block, and the game was still a little bit close, but he has that block over, I think it was Ian Clark at that point in time. And I think they come down the floor. They push it. Trey scores. That was it. Like it clinched it.
Yeah.
Everyone like breathed a sigh of relief. So you
100%.
guys
for
knew, and
sure.
I could see you guys knew. So it was just
Yeah,
fun.
we knew. Yeah, for sure.
Now, obviously, you guys have got road trips. I've seen you guys in Tassie. You know, that was an awesome road trip down there and an awesome game down there. But which teammate would be the absolute worst teammate to be bunked with on a road trip?
Oh, man. It's a tough one. I've been with Frols pretty much non-stop for the last, 5 or 6 years. So I couldn't even really tell you. I've been with Zook a few times. He's got a bit of a
Yeah, probably not me.
he snores. He snores a bit.
I snore a little
A
bit.
bit's an understatement.
Yeah. It's a myth, but
It's a bit of a bit of a chainsaw going off next year. But I sleep with headphones in anyway. I sleep with headphones in anyway. So it's a match made in heaven. So it's actually worked out fine when we have to room together. But yeah, so Zook's probably the one, to be honest.
Very nice. Zook.
Well, I think he cut out there for a sec.
I was going to say, I think we're cut out. What about you, Zook?
Well, I don't get to go away too much, so I think like really the only person I really roomed with was Grida also, and I mean he's not too bad, keeps to himself, I guess. But yeah, no complaints. But probably maybe Toddy Blanche though. I've roomed with him in Mackay, and all you can hear is him just clicking his mouse. He's a bit of a nerd.
Bit of a gamer.
Yeah, a bit of a gamer, but I get around it though. It's his sort of his pre-game ritual, and I'll let him go ahead.
I was just going to ask. I have heard he's notorious for playing his games. Trips,
Yeah, he
so,
loves
he
loves RuneScape and stuff. So he'd just be on that all night. You can just hear him clicking away.
Yeah, with a Coke and a Mars bar, and he's set.
He's set. He's living the dad life, and he's living.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly.
He is.
I love it. Now, look, Luca, you've had some absolutely solid moments in limited minutes. What's been your focus in New Zealand at the moment and your practices right now before heading into this NBL 26 series?
Yeah, I just think just going out and proving myself, proving that I can play against bigger bodies, play against with the pace and stuff. I'm getting there. It's not something that you just go do after not getting as much game time over 8 months, but I'm just having fun. I think this is a good development, a good pathway for my development, and I'm also trying to get in front of Tall Blacks. Like that's one of my aspirations for the future is representing the Tall Blacks, and yeah, just getting my face in front of some NZ faces, and yeah, just going at it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that'd be huge, mate. Like there's nothing bigger than representing a country. So if that's something that you can achieve, which we all know you can, like everyone will be behind you cheering you on, man, because you'll get there. It's not a matter of
I appreciate that.
If it's a when. So, and Dan, for yourself, mate, like coming back from injuries, as we've spoken about, like what's changed in your mindset physically and mentally? Like the club stuck with you, you've stuck with the club through all of those years. Like that must be pretty special, man, to be able to see it all and be able to live through a championship now. Like just, yeah, that would be huge.
Yeah, for sure. Like my thing has always been just like, especially since I've come back from the major injuries, it's always just been how can I like repay Illawarra for, get me through that. So whether it's like the community stuff, I've been getting the community award for years until old mate here took it off me this year. So yeah, I try and focus in the community, and then obviously on the court, I want to give back as much as I can. I want to win as many of these things as we can for the city. That's done everything for me. So that's kind of my overall focus is winning in Illawarra and coming out here to improve my individual skills and leadership stuff, things like that, and keeping in shape, keeping my body ready to go. And also just to play some basketball. I haven't played a lot over the last 5 or 6 years because of injuries and then like playing time here and there. So I just like coming out here and just hooping, getting back to, playing basketball. I did it last year with Nelson, and this year's been great too because we got Gruggs, our assistant coach, is here. And I get to come out here with Luca and Wani, so 2 other Illawarra players, which we've been having an awesome time. So yeah, that's kind of my goal for this off season.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of both of that and the goals and all the rest of it, obviously the wins don't come without their losses as well. But how to eat set mentally after a tough game or a tough stretch of games, they could be a bunch of road away games and you're not home in a while. How do you reset mentally?
I would say, I just try and keep everything in perspective. Like we've had a tough loss or two out here, like one or two that we should have won, and we didn't. So just keeping in perspective. It's a game. All you can do is go back and try to be better next time, and get in the gym that week, that sort of thing. So yeah, that's kind of what we've been doing. We've on our off days, we explore. It's not all basketball, because if it was all basketball, like it'd be a terrible world. So we're just, keeping in perspective and trying to enjoy wherever we are. We're in a different country. We're having a good time. So that's probably it. And in the Australian League too, same thing. Get to the beach, relax, don't think about the game too much, and then go back to work on Monday and be better the next weekend.
Absolutely.
Yeah, as Greta said, like you can't dwell on losses at all because you're playing games weekly. Some games you got to play the next night, so I think it's just staying level headed for sure. So like I'd say for myself, we take a bad loss. I'm not trying to think about basketball. Like I'm not trying to put myself back in that state. You give it a rest for a night, and then when you regroup together as a team, you go watch film, you go what we're through. And once that's over, that's it. Like you don't go think about the last loss because that's when everything doesn't go the right way when you're thinking about it like that too much. So I think it's just staying composed and then staying together as a team. And yeah, you'll be right. Just regroup.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Into the fun stuff now, and this is what everyone's been waiting for. So locker room banter, it's always there. You guys bring the absolute vibes. We see it all the time, but we want to know who is the loudest voice in the locker room, because we're option. Oh,
You cut out for a fair bit.
Yeah, we cut out. We cut out. We're back. We're back.
you're back. All good. No,
Okay.
I was just
Who,
saying,
who who do you think? Who do you think from the outside? Who do you think is the loudest in the locker room? Just look at anyone.
if I'm being honest, my assumption would be Wani. I feel like Wani would not let anyone, like, he would be straight into everyone as soon as you guys got back into that locker room.
Well, it's not Wani, but Todd Blanchfield is the biggest pest known to man.
The biggest pest
Ever. Like, you will always hear him. He'll be in the back twiddling with his fingernails like he always does, and he'll just be throwing chirp left, right, and center.
Like,
just waiting for it to come back to him, too. He wants you to go back at him so he can keep going.
Like Toddy has like personalized chirp for every single player on the team. Like he's got like their own thing. Like I don't even want to say what does he give? He gives it to me. He says he talks about me going bald and having a hunchback 24/7. So like that's my thing,
Yeah.
And like everyone's got their own little thing that he'll just chirp at him about all day. It's terrible.
Oh goodness. Well, at least he's backing it up at the moment. He's consistently
Yeah.
averaging
Nah,
double doubles over here at the moment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel like he's got the right to do that at the moment,
He does.
especially in the team
he's
that he's
good.
got.
Yeah,
But yeah,
for sure.
that's very interesting because that he doesn't come across that way. So to know that he's
He
giving it to you is a lot,
anytime you see him chewing his nails, he's just thinking about what to say to someone. Like, literally.
Oh goodness. Now, keeping with that theme, if that team got stuck on a desert island, who's surviving the longest?
It's got to be Davo.
Yeah, Davo's he's just very smart.
He's smart he's good with his hands. I don't know. I back Davo to survive anything, to be honest. Like,
yeah.
Now we call that mentality when I think it's the lineup of you, Trey, Davo. I think Mason comes out, and then I think it's either Sam or Lockie runs that five. But we call that the dog squad we send that. We say that Tatum sent the hounds in. That he sent the
Oh,
reinforcement. and
that's kind of
that
tough.
he sent
That's
he sent the
awesome.
dogs in. So
Yeah.
no, it's you guys show it. So again, doesn't surprise me that Davo would survive the longest because he gives
Yeah,
it.
he's all over it.
Yeah.
He's all
Yeah.
over it.
Now, which team would be the the teammate would be the absolute worst person to take to a haunted house?
Oh. Oh, I'd say probably Grida, to be honest.
I wouldn't be I wouldn't be good in a haunted house.
He's too nice to be walking around to the haunted house. He'd probably try to say hello to someone and they'll scream in his face.
I'd be scared I'd be jumping at everything, you know. I'd be jumpy as. So that'd probably me. I can't really think of it. I think everyone else would handle himself pretty well.
I'd probably say him.
Yeah, probably me, to be honest.
No,
I don't want to go to a haunted house. I mean, I'll tell that. I don't want to go. So there's that.
Yeah, no, I'm very much against them. No scary movies, no haunted
Yeah,
houses.
neither.
Can't do
No
it.
chance.
Now, this one's for you, Luca, and I'm going to make you sweat on this one. Start, bench, cut. You've got Grida, Lockie, and Trey.
Start Trey.
Nah, you can bench me, bro. You can bench me.
Bench Lockie, cut Grida.
Oh, mate.
No, wait, those are three hard ones to
Hey,
beat.
after
Yeah.
all the times we've had at the end of the bench,
No.
I literally sit next to him on the end of the bench every game.
No, that was a tough one too. They're all good, great dudes.
Crazy work.
They're all great dudes. Now, speaking of Lockie himself, he's absolutely killing it over there in the draft as well. We've got our thoughts. We think he's going to go late second rounds, you know, maybe mid 40s, early 50s. What are your guys' thoughts?
Now we've been watching all the videos. We've been, you know, seeing it all. I'm messaging him, obviously, talking to him about it, and I wouldn't have a clue, to be honest. Like, I'd take him number one if I was a GM, but that's probably not going to happen. But I'm not too versed on what's going on, like who's ranked where and stuff. But you know, Lockie's really special talent. You know, I've never seen another player like him ever. A big guard, point anything. Like, I've never seen anyone play like he does. So yeah, any team that drafts him is going to be super lucky to have him.
Yeah. And obviously, like the main priority would be to bring him back if, you know, it was a situation like Luke Travers a few years ago where they draft him and they send him back, or something like Jessup even, where Golden State had him and then they sent him back. Like, I think obviously the priority would be to bring him back, obviously with Sam being out, but we obviously don't know. So in that case, it's one of those things. But I'm sure, Luca, you'd step up, mate. Like, it's you'd have your chance. You'd have your chance to shine, mate. And again, as I said, we all know that you can do it with just those minutes. So it'd be huge. Now, Dan, who wins in a one-on-one with you, mate? You or I've got two. So first of all, you or Davo, who wins in a one-on-one?
Oh, we've had plenty of one-on-one games over the years. I'm gonna say, well, I'll say Davo. Like, Davo is a ridiculous one-on-one, like ridiculous one-on-one player. I give him a good run. I'm not saying like who do I think. Like, I know, like, we've played enough one-on-one. Like, he beats me, and he's super tough. But I give him a good run for his money. We had one off season where we both stayed in Wollongong the whole off season, and we're working out every day and playing one-on-one all the time. So we've had some games, but yeah, I'll give it to Davo. I'll give it to him.
So that one goes to Davo. Now,
Yeah.
he probably doesn't watch this, but even if he does, and we get the message around to him, you've got some big words here. But you or Coach, who wins in a one-on-one?
Oh wow. The battle of the bung knees, mate. I tell you what, his knees are just as bad as mine. So, no, I'm definitely cooking him. Like, definitely cooking him. He's way too slow. He's way too slow. I'm getting to the hoop every single time. But yeah, we'll keep that on the low. We won't send that to him or anything. Okay.
No, no tags, no nothing. We'll keep that one on the down low. Now, dream NBL 3-on-3 squads all time can be any current players that you've had, any former players that you've been with, or players that you haven't played against. dream 3-on-3 squads for the both of you.
Okay, well, Todd's got to be in it because he's an actual 3-on-3 FIBA champion or something, right?
Yeah, he got that at the, I don't know.
Was
the
the
World
I
Cup.
can't remember, but he's won one of those.
NHL.
So he's in there. He has to be in there.
I'll probably put Toddy in mine too, just based off he's played 3-on-3. So
That's fair. I'm gonna go. Oh, as a local young Perth boy, I got to put Damien Martin in there just to absolutely clamp up everyone on the other team. And then I probably need some size. I'd put Lockie in mine too. Lockie, Todd, and Damien Martin. I think that's a pretty unstoppable squad in 3-on-3, to be honest.
I'd go Toddy. Give me prime DJ from Adelaide, Daniel Johnson. I think I've seen him play 3-on-3 before. So I think that's why I selected him. One more, 4. So there's so many people you can pick from there. Like I'm trying to think. Damien Martin's not a bad call though. That
You need a point guard.
He is the lock.
You need a guard or something.
Hey, it was saying all NBL. Give me Bryce Cotton.
Bryce Cotton.
I want him on that court.
Hey, look, have him on the court, man. Yeah, it's a shame that he's gone, but if we had him back in that league and he was a naturalized Australian, he would be killing it in that Boomers squad, man.
He would, wouldn't he? It'd be insane.
For real.
Now, obviously, hyping yourselves up is an absolutely huge thing, no matter if it's away, at home, all the rest of it. What is in your game day playlist, and who has the best bangers when it comes to game day?
Game day playlist.
Well, I like a different style of music on that game day. I'm trying to. I listen to like very upbeat, like. I guess you could call them like house music or house songs. Trey's not really the biggest fan of them.
Trey hates his music.
Yeah, hates the music, but I mean, it gets me going. It will get me ready. So I'd probably just say, your house icon Fisher, something like that, Dom Dollar around those lines. For me.
Yeah, nice.
I don't know. My favorite artist is The Weeknd, so I'll be listening to some from him for sure. I went through a little stage, believe it or not, where I listened to like opera on the way to the games. A little bit of Pavarotti. I don't know why I did it, but I just was into it at the time, and the season was on, so I was listening to that on the way to games. I quite liked it. It was like the calm before the storm, like before you go into all the craziness. Yeah, a bit of opera.
It's funny that you say that because it's not something that, when looking at you, you go, "Oh yeah, Dan Grida listens to opera." It's not something it's not something that you usually hear basketball players say.
Mate, you heard it here first.
How do you listen to Aussie rap or something?
Aussie rap, 360 yeah, mate.
Now, for either of you, this can be on court or it could be off court. But in your basketball journey itself, what has been the most embarrassing moment for you as a player?
There's definitely plenty of times where I've thought I felt like an idiot.
Man, okay, I've got an off-court one. We went to Malaysia in the preseason of my rookie season back in 2018, and we went to this. It was called the Seri Moretti Cup or something. And what we did was we played against a bunch of different teams from Asia. So like team from Korea, team from Indonesia. It was like those sorts of countries. The Philippines, like it was like, those sorts of countries. And on the last night, also the G League Dallas Mavericks team was there, weirdly. And they were in the tournament as well. So it was actually a fun tournament. We won it, by the way. And on the last night, there was like a ball, like an end of tournament ball, and this big ballroom, everyone's sitting there all dressed up and everything. There's a live band and they're up there. And anyway, we had a translator with us. Her name was Kim. She's like little, like 5'5". Her name was Kim, and she was our translator. And so the night's winding down, like all the official meetings and not meetings, like speeches and stuff are done. And so everyone's kind of sitting around. And Kevin White goes to me, he's like, all right, Grids, like, you're a rookie, like, you got to do some stuff when you're a rookie. He's like, that sort of thing. I'm like, yeah, okay, like, what do I got to do? And he's like, you're going to go grab Kimmy, like Kim, the translator. She was across the room with her friends. You're going to go grab Kim and you're going to walk her up onto the stage. You're going to tell the band to play Ed Sheeran and you're going to dance with her in front of everyone. And I was like, there's no way. I was like, there's no way I'm doing that, Kevo. Like, I'm not doing it. And he's like, no, you got to do it. And then Dave Anderson pipes and he's like, no, you got to do it. You got to do it. Brian Conklin, they're like, you got to do it. And I'm just like, man. So I go over there and I grab Kimmy and she's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm just like, just come with me. Just come with me. And we go onto the stage and I tell the lead singer of the band to play some Ed Sheeran. I can't remember the song they played. It was like one of his most popular songs. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, and I danced with Kimmy up there for like 5 minutes, and everyone is losing their minds. Like everyone's gone crazy. Everyone's like cheering us on and stuff, like loving it. And eventually, like, I'm like, oh, thank you, thank you. And we walk down. I take Kimmy back to her friends. I walk back, and the boys are just absolutely pissing themselves. Like it was hilarious. A few of the coaches of the other teams came up to me, and they were like, congratulations, like that was the funniest thing I've ever seen. So that was probably the most embarrassing story I've got. Sorry it took a while.
It's all right.
Yeah, I don't think I can top that. We'll just leave it at that.
I don't think anyone will ever say will top that.
It was terrible. Yeah,
that's good from Ken.
Nah, dude, there would have been like 500 people in there. Like it was hectic. It was terrible.
I'll have to hit Kevy up about that one. See if
you will 100%, 100%.
Now, obviously, heading into NBL 26, you got a lot of weight on your shoulders, not only from yourselves, from management and all the rest of it, but you know it's a big thing to come off a championship. But for yourself as a team and as teammates, obviously, it's been great that you've all been able to kind of stay together in different teams and all the rest of it. But what's the team's goal for this season, and what does it take to get back there and take to get back to that goal?
I think the goal right now is to still get Trey, get Trey back. And
I think just
get everyone back.
That this could possibly turn into a legacy,
Yeah, I
think
this a dynasty.
I think that's why they've re-signed all of the core. Like I think with these groups around plus JT, I feel like the whole organization believes after this year, and I'm pretty sure the community might feel that way, is that like we have a serious chance at potentially being in the grand final for the next couple of years. I think that's been the Hawks' goal. And I think signing that core, that was a great idea.
Yeah, look, a lot of people are throwing things out there going, oh, no, they can't back it up. They can't back it up. Our good old mate, Josh Higgins over at the Basketball Fix has said Sydney Kings will take it all this year. So I don't think that we can let Cross live up to that hype. But yeah, these Perth Wildcats, unfortunately, and completely jumped ship. But we all believe that you guys are going to go back to back. Hopefully back to back to back to back, but
to back.
Hey, we'll do one better than Jordan. We'll win 6 straight instead of 6.
That's it.
We'll
That's
win
it.
6 straight. Now, what has the Illawarra community meant to you guys as players within your time there? Obviously, Dan, you've had multiple years here now. As you've said, you can't see yourself playing for anyone but Illawarra. That's a huge thing to say for a player.
Yeah, 100%. I absolutely love Illawarra. Everything they've helped me get through, and like just the way they get around us. In the streets, they always say hello. They always come up to us, like that whole thing. So it's been like an amazing 7 years there already. And when I was during the season, when I wasn't playing as much, and I was thinking about the off season and free agency and that sort of thing, I used to get super sad just thinking like, man, like imagine if I went somewhere else, like I'd have to start all over again, like in terms of with the community, like I've really like grown up there. Like I've spent like my whole adult life there. So I was getting real sad thinking about ever leaving or, just starting again somewhere else. And I was not about it at all. So super pumped I got 2 more years before I have to think about that again. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think like in my short time I've been at Illawarra, obviously compared to him, but yeah, you just notice it from the get-go. Like as soon as you get here, like people are looking at you because you're tall and stuff like that. And then just the, constant like people just telling you great things about the Hawks when they come up to you and see you. Just seeing kids' reactions when you go to like even community events, like you just see them, they're like so happy you're here. Like it's stuff like that that like really makes you want to do something for the community. Like just you could just see probably the relief on everyone's face when we won that championship, and like just that for me, and seeing like other people and just seeing, you see your regular people every day, because Wollongong's not that big. You see the same people most of the time, and they just
Yeah.
keep telling you, keep encouraging you, and finally to get it done, it was just like a fulfilling feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. There was no better feeling than watching you guys raise that trophy. After myself, like born after 2001, didn't get to watch that championship. Was born in 2003 and I've been raised a Hawk fan ever since. It was crazy to finally actually watch that happen. But speaking of kids and speaking about the community and all the rest of it, what advice would you give to any of those young Illawarra kids, dreaming of being in your shoes one day and eventually, making that leap?
I'd just say, if you love to play basketball and you want to do it as a job, like you want to be a professional, just, treat every day like preparation for it, always be doing something to do with basketball, always work as hard as you can in practice and off on your own. That's the main thing. When you're a kid growing up, you practice like twice a week or whatever for your team. Like you gotta be doing stuff every day. That's all I'd say. Just work your ass off and just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just say, like, as you said, train every day. Like that's a big thing. You gotta be in the gym. You gotta get, you gotta fall in love with it, and like you gotta be psycho about basketball, basically. Like you gotta love it. And I'll just say, as you're going through the reps, or maybe like you haven't even been able to reach reps yet, like you just gotta keep trying, keep showing up, always show up on time, and just keep grinding day by day. And then it's almost just like one day it feels like it clicks. Like it feels like, oh, like I'm I've got a bit of an advantage. Like I feel like I can use that to my advantage, sort of thing. Like just you'll see your constant work, like that you put in, reflect on the court. Like you'll slowly start to see it, and just keep going.
Yeah. No, and that's huge. Like as a coach myself, there's only so much that you can do as a coach and to prepare them mentally, but to be able to hear it from players that have made that level and all the rest of it, it's always a good thing to have. So last little quick one before we finish it all off. Nice little fun one. If your basketball journey to date was a movie, what would be the title and who would be playing you in that movie?
Oh.
Uh, uh,
Oh man, this is a tough one.
Throwing the tough ones out there today.
you are.
I'm trying to think of who
Oh yeah, I'm
would
trying to
play
think of
me.
the perfect movie.
I'm trying to think of who would play me
Uh,
first. I'd like to say Channing Tatum, but he's obviously grown the hair out.
I think
Yeah, but what movie?
that.
Like,
I don't know that.
you
I
got
don't
a
know the,
movie?
no, I don't know the name. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll just think
Uh,
who's going to play me. He needs a bigger nose, obviously.
I don't know. Chuck. Mm, oh, I don't know. A movie about. I'm saying, I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm throwing some like grown ups, I'm just having a great time. I'm having a great time. Like, I don't know. It's just.
Hoop dreams or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's cool.
I know that's a tough
Yeah,
one. We have to get back to you on that.
I could have a movie for like every year of my life, probably.
I could have chapters. I could have a
Yeah.
book.
But I don't know. Chuck Tom Cruise playing with me.
Tom
Oh,
Cruise.
I want to see him
That
jumping
man
out
can
of
do
planes.
anything.
I jump out of planes and stuff.
Awesome. Nah, yeah, absolutely legends, boys. A quick one because he's just messaged me. Couldn't be on here today, but from Corey, he likes to give all of. So he's done this thing in the series. He had Davo as the deadly love bite. Obviously doing his whole indigenous background, and then his last name being Hickey. We had Todd Blanchfield as the golden boy, and we had him as the goat there at one stage as well. But for yourself, for yourself, Dan, he gave you Beastie Boy a little while back because there was a song by the Beastie Boys that represented your vibes and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then Luca, he hasn't really given you one, but obviously everyone's calling you Bazooka. But is there any other nicknames that anyone else calls you that we can kind of give to Corey to work with?
We call him the Slice.
No, don't get into that. Don't get into that. Maybe. I like to call myself the author.
Oh yeah, we do call him the author too.
Like when we all link up and play video games, like I always verse Kobe McDowell White in FIFA. And every time I read them, like every time I like steal the ball off him, I'll be like, I'm the author, and, like telling them that I've read him, basically.
Oh man,
that's a good one, man.
Wait, so mine was Beastie Boys. What's the song? What's the exact song?
I can't remember. I honestly can't remember what the actual song was, but there was a song that he had said that fitted you perfectly for what it was.
Well, mate, try and find it because I'd be interested to know what song it is.
Yeah, he's come up with random ones. Like he calls Tyler the bathroom because he's absolutely wet when you stop him. So he calls him the bathroom. He had. You can take this one back to Wani. He called him COVID because it was Wani Swakala lockdown because he's got lockdown defense.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's all right. That's all right.
What'd you say to me at the start? That was funny as.
The which one?
The one that you said to me off the start.
The little rhyme at the start of the podcast.
I said shooting like Luca. What did I say?
You said shooting like Luca coming straight from a bazooka or something.
Shooter like Luca, blast like a bazooka.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I might start telling people that.
It'd just be a new Instagram handle.
Yeah, seriously.
Honestly, boys, thanks heaps for jumping on today. It means a lot for you to be able to come on and to share your experience, not only from New Zealand, but from, what's been an absolutely incredible season and what should be an incredible season to come. I'll hand the floor over to you guys if there's anything else you want to say before we head off.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Like we see your podcast come up like on our stuff, so just keep killing it, bro. And just appreciate all the support from all the Hawkheads, and hopefully you can turn this into like a big community.
Yeah. That's the plan, man. We're pushing it. We're at the NBL One East home games. We're pushing it. We're trying to get the name out there, but obviously we wouldn't be able to do it with you boys. So absolutely, thank you. And as always, fly you Hawks, fly high.
Go the Hawkies.